good lord, I'm sitting here like, why is my mic not working? And then I realized, oh yeah, I unplugged it because I don't have any more space for that and my doggone backup. But a problem's been fixed. Ladies and gentlemen, your boy is here. It has been almost 2 weeks, I believe, since the last episode or last wrestling stream we've done. Technically 3 weeks since the last episode of MCW and WKW, I believe. Or did we do one right before? I think we might did. Yeah, never mind. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Because we did one right before the pay-per-view. Then we did the pay-per-view. Then last week we didn't do a wrestling stream. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are back once again with some good old-fashioned MCW. And quite frankly, we got ourselves a number of things for tonight, for tomorrow, and even for next week. If you did not see, I did announce over in the Discord server, by the way, that lore special I did announce. We are going to be postponing for a good week down the line. So I believe that would mean the lore special will be on the 7th on Sunday. So I might do the next week's episode of WKW and MCW on either the 6th or the 3rd. Probably the 6th. We'll see. But your boy needed to go ahead push it back because of a number of things. One, I quite frankly got a number of things starting to go up. IRL, your boy is going back to doing for a lot of double shifts at work. But hey, your boy needs money. So your boy doesn't have as much time to go ahead and put some stuff together. There's a lot of moving parts, and by a lot, I mean I am legitimately, like, after stream ends, I was debating on doing like the Pokemon Nuzlocke. I'll probably wait for that. But deadass, I have what 6? That was not intentional. I swear on God, that was not intentional. I did not mean to say the doggone 6, 7. I swear to God, that was not intentional. Around 6, ... 7 people I intend to go ahead and commission for voice acting stuff. 2 of which y'all already are familiar with, those being that of Riku and Noah's voice actors. But also, I intend on commissioning the a couple new voice actors. Some for that of Diamond and Jade, Mikey Mundo. If I could find a voice actor for Kuma, I've kind of been struggling, I'm not going to lie. I might have him get a voice actor. We'll have to wait and see. But all that will be on the 6th. Let me double check, make sure I said that right. Let me make sure. Nope, the 7th. The 7th of December. But yeah, we do got ourselves a whole lot in store there. That being said, what about what happened last time on WKW/MCW? The last time your boy decided to go ahead and stream. Well, if you don't remember, let me go ahead and jog your memory. We started off with that of the VTuber Undisputed Championship Tournament. A whole lot of quick matches, starting off with that of Sen versus Karai, which, by the way, I got a little bit of stuff to eat out for the homie. We then had Star take on Meister, all part of round 1 for this tournament. Then Jokester squared off with that of Esther, the 2 former champions. One with the VTuber World title, one with the VTuber Universal title. And then we finished off round 1 with Iron Mouse taking on Gamba, which ended in the victory for that of Gamba. Then we would get to the main show, I believe. Wait, no, correction. I don't think I included this. The Gimmick Grand Championship. We did have the Gimmick Grand Championship match, which was won by that of Joe Hendry. I don't think I included that, unfortunately, here. But alas, those were the victors of the pre-show tournament. Then we get to the Money in the Bank ladder match, the final Money in the Bank of the year, second to final for the season of WKW and MCW. You had Roxanne Langston, you had Jarebi, Mikey Mundo, Togu, into Cranial, both, as well as Mercy, Cheyenne, Sen coming back out for yet another match. Ochi, Saibo, all gunning for the Money in the Bank ladder match. That Money in the Bank ladder match for the Money in the Bank contract. And in the end, your winner will be Toku Cranial, coming one massive step closer to becoming the either WKW or MCW World Champion. Then we had Broly as a special guest referee in the midst of that of Stephanie Vicker, and Mendo for the Intercontinental Championship. Stephanie revealing herself as the first known member of Thy Kingdom Come, faction led and controlled by Abaddon. And in turn, it seemed like we found ourselves yet another member of this faction in the form of Broly, which would play very biased. It seemed like he was just kind of confused up until the ending of the match, where he would go ahead and screw Mendo out of the Intercontinental Championship, granting Stephanie her first championship victory here in the Kingdom and in MCW. Then, Trick Williams, yet another individual revealed to be a part of Abaddon's faction, his cult Thy Kingdom Come, would take on the Hardcore Champion Jokester. Hardcore title on the line. And in the end, it will be revealed that this individual, the second Abaddon follower, will be none other than KSI, which we hadn't seen beforehand since he was abducted by Abaddon way back at SummerSlam. He would aid Trick Williams into becoming the new Hardcore Champion. That being said, we will be seeing Trick Williams in action tonight as he would defend that championship. The Vocaloid duo, Teto and Rin, will be taking on Coffee, Eco, the Cautionary Tale, as well as Psycho Sally, and the newest member to the Circle of Abaddon. Not quite Thy Kingdom Come, more so just the circle of this man and his followers, Roxanne Langston. As the WKW Tag Team Championships would be on the line, and in the end, it would be that of the followers of Abaddon and those merely associated with him becoming your new women's tag team champions over in WKW. Good Lord, Eco is legit laying halfway out the ring. That looks like an easy way to snap your back. I heard about snapping the Slim Jim, but good Lord, come on, get yourself either in or out the ring. That being said, Psycho Sally with a bit of an emo, or I don't really know what to call this, from her sort of makeover. Then we would have the WKW World Title match as Mac would take on Broly for the WKW World Championship. And not only will we be made aware of where Broly stood, he would also receive aid from Trick Williams, and in turn will become the new WKW World Champion. Then we would have that of a grudge match as Suru would try to get her revenge against that of Pharrell, which had nearly put her on the injured reserve list. But unfortunately for Suru, she was not enough to take care of the terrifying force that is Pharrell. Then we would continue on with the Undisputed VTuber Championship Tournament as Meister would take on Sen next, and in turn, Meister would advance to the Grand Finals. Joester would go ahead and follow suit, taking care of Gamba. And in turn, we would get to the Grand Finals for the Undisputed VTuber Championship. Meister versus none other than Jokester, and Jokester would manage to just barely prevail and become the first ever undisputed champion. Then we get to that of the family feud, as it would be that of the Cybo brothers taking on one another for the United States Championship. US title was on the line, however, there will be a few unfortunate issues. Jackson was watching backstage, as he does find himself relatively close to all members of the Cybo family. Absolute bloodshed war was fought here by the three siblings. However, quite frankly, on the stage, Mikey Mundo found himself getting beaten down by that of a masked Trick Williams and KSI. Kuma decided in the midst of his match that he was going to try and help that of his brother from another mother in the form of Mikey Mundo. Meanwhile, Azul continued to brawl with that of Ochi in the ring. Unfortunately for Kuma, Mikey would misfire that of his double stomp, try to pick him back up, only to find them both getting jumped by that of Thy Kingdom Come. An unfortunate turn of events that would ultimately cost Kuma yet again, this time for the United States Championship in a match that he says that it was very, very important that he won. Both men be thrown about, treated with the utmost disrespect here. Jackson wouldn't find himself in any better position as he was laid out by Abaddon backstage. And in the ring, Azul would go ahead and successfully retain the United States Championship. Then MCW Championship would be on the line next, as Ariku would defend the MCW World Championship against Jackson Ryu and Abaddon. High stakes. Quite frankly, Jackson would find himself getting beaten down with a sledgehammer. On the ramp, Stephanie Vaquer and Psycho Sally would go ahead and try to be a bit of an interference before being taken out by that of Scarlett Nakamura and the Rosie Sakura Ryu. Both women making sure that nobody will interfere, not for Jackson and not for Riku. Back in the ring, quite frankly, Abaddon would try desperately to put away either Jackson or Riku. But alas, both men were a bit too much for him. However, he did have that of the followers of Abaddon and those that decided to align themselves with him. The likes of Exo Yuri, Roxanne, Stephanie Vaquera, and Miss Sally all beating down that of the Rosie Sakura Ryu and Scarlett Nakamura backstage. KSI and Trick Williams would make their presence known yet again, intent on interfering just like how Stephanie and Sally attempted to, only to be taken out by that of Mikey Mundo and surprisingly Azul. Unfortunately, Azul will be taken out in the midst of his attempt. It just seemed like Jackson could have potentially gotten the victory for himself, with Abaddon barely escaping. And meanwhile, on top of the ramp, Mikey attempted to come to the aid of Jackson, but before he could make much of a difference, his own tag partner, one of his best friends, Kuma, would lay waste to him, seemingly ending that of Kuma's time as a member of the Sons of Ryu, absolutely decimating Mad Mikey Mundo, leaving him right there to rot. Before heading back to the backstage area, Jackson, seeing that of his two, they're like sons to him, go ahead and fight, he would bail out on the match, leaving that of Riku to fend for himself and what would become a glorified 1-on-3 handicap, all for his world title. I was told Noah was already out cold backstage, as stated by Abaddon himself. And as you saw, Scarlett also was laid out, nobody able to come to the aid of Riku. And we would crown a new MCW World Champion. Next up, Miss Ewing would go ahead and try to get herself her first ever MCW World Championship, and she would take on Katie Robin, three-time MCW champion in her own right. It would be a bit of a tight back and forth between these two, but alas, neither woman was ready to let up even for a minute. Absolute back and forth warfare. But alas, normally I'd say only one person could win. But what if, quite frankly, despite how much these two put in for this one match, what if I told you nobody will be walking out victorious? Both will be laid out by that of Exo Yuri and Suzy Cranio. Right in the middle of the ring, the match would be officially called off, as neither woman would be responsive after the beatdown. Exo Yuri and Suzy standing tall above that of the two competitors. And then we would get to our main event. WKW Women's World Championship will be on the line as Mcw would take on the Rosie Sakuraryu 1 year after their first ruling bout, featuring that of Scarlett Nakamura last year at Kingdom of War 1, running it back here at Kingdom of War 2. And while backstage, the security of JK would be trying to clear out the arena outside of people such as Modaka Mano Okada in case she wanted to cash in, as after week after week of Mcw stating she wanted her sister to cash in on her. She wanted her sister to try and take that title from her. She would make her presence known. Meanwhile, backstage, Scarlett Nakamura being allowed to remain backstage, as quite frankly WKW and MCW seems like we have a bit of a coup forming, and I don't mean Lilith, a bit of a coup forming from that of Abaddon and his followers trying to run roughshod here. Most people were evacuated from the arena or told to leave outside of a select few individuals. But as this brutal brawl here would continue onwards, both women desperate to put the other away. But every devastating maneuver would be a very defiant kick out. Move after move, finisher after finisher, signature after signature, high stakes, high reward, but yet neither were willing to stop in their tracks. See what I did there? See that? Yeah, I'll stop. But anyways, quite frankly, neither woman was willing to give up. And I did mention that these two did have a, oh god, knees onto that board with nails sticking out of it. With the Janice there. I did mention these two went to war last year at Kingdom of War 1. However, that did feature a certain other individual, because it wasn't just a one-on-one last year. It was a triple threat. Also, I realized Doggone Azul was backstage. I did mention most of the superstars were banned from ringside, as you saw the cautionary tale fighting the Rose Gallery. Meanwhile, Scarlett trying to get a bit of revenge onto that of Mcw Okada, and aiding that of her new ally in the form of the Rosie Sakuraryu. Also very fitting that we see these three women in the ring at Kingdom of War. Last as Scarlett left and the brawl continued on, this would happen. For the first time in her career, Togu would become the WKW Women's World Champion. And after the show, we had something odd go on.
How being Scarlett's student is going, but your look says otherwise.
Thorns?
Oh god.
Fuck.
Don't be causing problems. Get back here.
Why are you here?
What? Not even a hug? No. OMG, my baby sis!
No.
Cold. Straight cold. Get back here.
Answer my question, Narumi.
Ugh, you're an even bigger buzzkill than Cade. I'm here to stick it to the man.
Sticking it to the man? Like your father? Sticking him into an early grave, more like it. Does he even know you're here?
He will soon enough.
Rumi?
You should be grateful I'm here. Finally someone in your corner who you can trust.
Not the point, Narumi.
Just saying, things are gonna get pretty dicey.
You're here, and that's never a good sign.
Whatever. I gotta go anyway before Ba finds me. Bye-bye.
Gods, please don't let her kill anyone.
I'm the god here.
God help us.
So, whose idea was it to bring her?
I did some research with help of Mcw, and she said it would be an amazing idea.
If she doesn't kill us, she's definitely killing your wallet with medical bills.
Did you know Mcw apparently can kill people? Said his mother.kim. I think it will be fine.
Oh, so we're fucked from the start. Riku, start practicing those healing abilities.
We should really hire your mother here.
I think we're good.
She'll pull her punches, I think. I hope. I think I need to talk to the old man.
Well, quite frankly, we did have ourselves a bit of a debut during the last stream that we had. That being the debut of the younger sister of the Rosie Sakuryu, a woman by the name of Narumi Ryu, as her twin brother Katie also resides within that of this company now, as they will be making their debut later tonight. I didn't go ahead. Hold up. Dang it, what? Okay, something's odd with this model. Let me go to my normal outfit. Hold up. Okay, why are you wonky? But quite frankly, those two will be in action later tonight, as they will be going ahead. Loading. Nope, my neck is still broken. No, up. There we go. Okay, but they will be in action later tonight. Quite frankly, if you didn't see over in the Discord, I did go ahead and post which matches will be taking place here, including, let me go ahead and bring this up here. Stephanie Vicaire and Roxanne will be taking on the unlikely duo of Mercy Cheyenne and Raimi Nakamura, as they will be teaming together first time ever, longtime rivals. So take on those that have allied themselves with, hold up, what is going on backstage? Not even backstage, outside the building. Our security has been attempted to make sure that they remain vigilant. Now it seems like they're trying to go ahead and get the jump on Scarlett Nakamura. Hold up, cut to it. Seems like they're attempting to get this jump on Scarlett Nakamura outside the arena, as people still making their way into the building. Nope, why am I in the Doom Dimension? Dang it. No, cut to the doggone. There you go. Lord. Trying to get the jump on Scarlett Nakamura. However, Sakura right here, intent on preventing any further harm to come. Excuse me. Oh God, off of the ambulance! And just like that, the tides have been turned. Who are you? Very concerning. Well, quite frankly, at least it seems like Scarlett does have herself somebody that she can rely on. Unlike what happened between her and that the cautionary tale, and it seemed like she was kind of always on her own. But before I was interrupted by that whole massive brawl, that being said, don't know how wise that was for you to do, Miss Vicaire, because you are in our first match of the night. But hey, maybe getting the hands thrown on you helps you lock in better. I don't know what she was thinking. Maybe she thought it was an easy way to take care of a threat in the form of Mr. Nakamura, only to deal with that of Sakura. But alas, we'll be kicking off tonight with that of Miss Vicaire and Roxanne taking on Mercy, Cheyenne, and Raimi Nakamura. And as I said, we are going to be beginning the massive tournament known as the War of the Titans. Winner gives himself a opportunity, a championship match at the grand finale of this season, WKW Platinum WrestleMania 3. The first of that tournament will be taking place here with Tsuru Ishii taking on Dominic Dragunov. Then we'll be having a hardcore championship match as Trick Williams will be taking on Jokester and an individual yet to be announced. But I will let it be known now that individual will be making their return. First time since season 1. Then we have another War of the Titans match as Rachel will be taking on an unknown individual. MCW Tag Team Championship No More Contenders match will be contested after the fact. MCW Women's Tag Team Championship match is Spike will be taking on the Rhodes Gallery. Again, for those that do not remember or don't know, a couple weeks back, October, technically a month now, on your boy's birthday show, we did have a match between that of the Rose Gallery as well as Scarlett Nakamura taking on the Cautionary Tale. Winning faction got themselves championship opportunities. That is what we are seeing here tonight. That being said, don't know which members of the Rose Gallery will be throwing hands here. Then we got ourselves the No More Contendership mixed match. Excuse me. No More Contendership for the mixed Tag Team Championship match that it's already been decided. Though, who is going to be joining in that match? Not this weekend, not next weekend, but the weekend after that. It will be Jolene Cujo teaming with an unknown individual, taking on what I'll be able to announce now, the debuting Katie and Narumi Ryu. And in the main event, Katie Robin will be defending her MCW Women's World Championship against the Thunder God Spark Rava of the Rose Gallery. That is the card here tonight. Good lord, I've realized this is probably the longest time since I started stream without us getting into a match. Let's end that streak now, shall we? Up. Good lord, this feels a little quiet. There you go. The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making her way to the ring, representing the Cautionary Tale, Reini Nakamura. Reini has quite the extensive history with that of her tag team partner here tonight. Neither really seeing eye to eye ever since either woman's debut. Question is, will they be able to put their differences aside and take care of a new threat to their, well, what both women see as their title, currently in the hands of Stephanie Vicaire. And her tag team partner, make your way to the ring, representing the Rose Gallery. She is none other than Mendo Cheyenne. Mendo still irate as for what happened, being screwed out of her first ever Intercontinental Championship. Says she will be your champion once again sometime soon. Before the year is over, she full-heartedly plans on regaining what she has lost. Best of luck to her, but at the same time, she full-heartedly realizes that while they may be tag team partners tonight, they most certainly will be pains in each other's asses come tomorrow. Not literally tomorrow, you know what I mean. And their opponents. Introducing first, make your way to the ring, representing Thy Kingdom Come. She is the current and new Intercontinental Champion, Stephanie the Kid. Also, excuse me if you see me doing the setup for the WKW and MCW Civil War in the background, or not really in the background, on the top of the screen. Now, where is the Font. Big Bizarre. Don't see shit. And her tag team partner. Making her way to the ring, representing Sorrel, one half of the new WKW Tag Team Champions, Roxanne Langston. Also, where is the text? Massive odd. It should be visible. If you say so, say so. Woman that quite frankly has aligned herself with that of Abaddon, not intent on being overlooked in yet another company intent on raising hell, quite frankly. Been told Indel does see Miss Roxanne as a threat. Not only Miss Roxanne, but also Stephanie Vicaire. Stephanie, because both of them are gunning for the championship that Stephanie currently holds, the Intercontinental title. Meanwhile, a little bit of a fun fact for those that don't know, we also have that of Miss Roxanne being the number one contender over in Sorrel for the GCA World Championship, the very title that Susie currently holds. Susie Craniel being another member of the Cautionary Tale alongside Rami Nakamura. At the same time, having a team of that of one of her greatest rivals in the form of Mendo Cheyenne here. Mendo trying to get the beats to that of Roxanne to start off the night. Good lord, why is this font so tiny? Oh god, kick to the dome, careful there. Oh, ropes. Mink. Up, down goes Miss Roxanne. Tag, in comes Rami. Also, excuse me if I go back and forth here because we do got official stuff set here. Up, hold up. Good look, completely missing with that. Yeah, we have the names from here. Drag them to here. Let's ever put that right. Good lord, up, go to the back of the dome. Tag, in comes Stephanie. Tag yet again. Okay, to the leg. And down goes Miss Vicaire. Cover. And an immediate kick out. Also, good lord, I can't see this text. Let me change the color. Or better yet, good lord. So ruthless aggression there. Can't really blame her after the headache she's been doing this entire season. Unfortunately, you are getting your ass kicked while Mendo was kicking ass. Lock in, Rami. Mink, down she goes. Cover, cover. Nope, kick out at one. Into the corner we go. Fighting back off. Tag. Stephanie back in. Pass her up. Down goes Rami. That being said, I believe there's only one person in this match that's not on Team My Kyoto, that being that's not on Team My Kyoto, that being Mendo. But at the same time, hey, the rules is the rules. So, hey, if I'm Mendo, quite frankly, if I can get the win, that brings a lot of good for my team. And those that win the WKW and MCW Silverware give themselves potential opportunities at the next couple of pay-per-views, such as that of the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, or even other upcoming pay-per-views as well. We'll be announcing probably this next week over in the Discord the final 3 pay-per-views for the year for WKW and MCW. One I can already announce will be Final Clash 2, which will be taking place December the 31st on Wednesday. I know a bit of a bizarre time to have a pay-per-view on a Wednesday instead of any other point of the week. That's how we usually do here. Big Body Slam. Looking up top. Big splash to the spine. Going to the cover. 1, 2. Nope. Picked out. Tie up. Case of midsection. DDT! Trying to give her a little bit of that CTE. Ugh. Tag. Also ignore all this, because this is inaccurate. This is the mess I made last time I streamed. But I will say each team will be having that of a grand total of 50 points. Again, every individual that is currently signed has themselves a grand total of anywhere between 1 to 3 lives. Clothesline, down goes Stephanie. Mendo looking to get her get back. Tag. Ignore that, and ignore the fact that this says this is the WKW layout. I'm trying to fix this, clean up a little bit. Then after this match, hopefully it should be good and well. Down goes Raimi. Good lord. Up, down goes Stephanie Vicaire. That's her. Nope, countered. Mink. Tag. Back comes Roxanne. Oh dear. Into the corner. Remy ducks out. Looking for a potential tag. Feeling tired here. Tag. In comes Mendo. In comes Stephanie. Both women's partners seeming very exhausted here. Mendo looking to potentially end things off. Nope. Counter. Dang. That's right where she wants her. Hits the midsection. Looking to drop the demon like a bad habit. Going into the cover. Looking to exercise this demon in a kick out. Yes, crowd, this is indeed Tag Team Wrestling. Thanks for reminding me. Wait for her to get up. Cross body, lands it. Doesn't seem like Raimi is really recovering much on the outside. Same thing for Roxanne. It does seem like we are stuck with these two going to war here. Nobody's a tag in. You're on your own. Best hope you can stay locked in long enough for potentially your tag partner to get up, or for your opponent to stay down. And quite frankly, it looks like somebody's in danger of staying down. Stephanie going into the cover. Kicked out at 2. Also, why is this now not showing? Send him to the ropes. Alabama. Nope, not even Alabama. So I know it's a spine buster. Excuse me. All right, back over to here. Setting her up. Nope, counter. Couple strikes in the midsection. Or that ugly ass font. Nope, counter. Okay, that's why it was weird looking there. Off our ropes. So this is not blocking L's vision. Mink. Mink. I would say looking like she was potentially going to go off the ropes. Instead, trying to wear her out further. Strike the dome. Welcome in, Mitchell. Lord. Hey, where's my text? OBS. Where is my text? OBS. I didn't miss anything. The show just started, so you is relatively early. Hope you're doing good and well. Side walk slam. Trying to set up the team thing in the corner here. However, OBS is being weird. Up, elbow to the dome. Counter. And a spears. What? Why is half of y'all have spears? Going for Ellis Pit. Lands it. Looks like she's waiting for up. I would say look like she was waiting for her to get up. Oh god. And they draw. Oh, you bitch. Well, I probably should have thought it was too good to be true to assume that Raimi agreed. I probably should have realized it was too good to be true that Raimi would side with Mendo for long. And it looks like these women aren't intent on having their team lose any points either. If you get a draw and you get to beat down Mendo as well. Absolute bullshit. Well earned. Massive boos. Unfortunate that, quite frankly, that match had to be ended due to that bullshit. But at the same time, I can't sit here and lie and pretend like that it's not a fitting song. If you're watching the VOD back, you would not hear that. But those that are, you know that it's a whack-ass song. But quite frankly, hey, even if they were to restart the match, I'm telling you, that's going to just happen again. And on top of that, Mendo's getting her ass ripped apart by her doggone tag partner and her opponents. I was mentioning that, quite frankly, during this month, no, I'm not intentionally trying to dance. I'm just trying to charge my phone. But this month and going into December, going to the end of this year, we're going to be having a WKW and MCW Civil War, where all members of our roster have been split into teams. I'm trying to put this together as scuffed as it might be, but for those that are on Team Sakura and you want to know your points, if I don't say your name, you're on Team Mike Yoda, I will say your points later. But for those that are on Team Sakura, currently it is Sakura with 3 lives, Adam, Delman Adam, 2 points, Assassino, I think I said that right, with 2 points. Dominic Dragunov with 1 point. Will that be dropping to 0? Maybe, maybe not. Actually, I think both members of this match coming up here are part of this team, so I might leave that null and void unless there's one person that is not on your team. Then in which case, you lose your point. But Gamba will be having 3 lives, quite frankly. He and Maximilian, starting next week, will be having a best of... What is it, best of 5? I believe it's technically best of 5? No, not... Yeah, I think best of 5. First person to get 3 victories between Gamba and one of his longtime rivals here in MCW Maximilian. Hey, loser gets themselves out of here. Winner gets themselves some bragging rights. Each match will be different between those two. Best luck to them. Goku with 1 life, Into with 1 life, Jackson with Ryu with 3, Jasper with 3, Joe Hendry with 2, Jonathan Hardcastle 3, Jokester 3, Katie 2, which Katie Ryu will be debuting later tonight. Younger brother of the Rosie Sakuryu. Ken Takakura 1, Nox 3, Kuma 2, Mac 3, Meister 2, Nash 1, Noah 2, Ochi 1, Riku 3, Sentinel 2, Star 2, Ira 1, Coffee 2, Dojora 2, Iko 2, Miku 1, Ikari 3, Jarebi 2, Kete Ishii 2, Kitty Robin 3, Mendo 2, Mercy 2, Minty 2, Modaka 2, returning individual coming up tonight. 1, unless you can go ahead and get yourself a championship, because again, you can get yourself an additional 1-up if you win yourself a title, or maybe even defend yours successfully, just as long, again, as your opponent is not somebody on your team. Murasaki 3, Naru, I can say that now, Narumi Ryu, the twin sister of the aforementioned Katie, younger sister of the Rosie Sakura Ryu, technically speaking. Rachel Anogai with that of, let me see, 2, Scarlet Nakamura 3, Spark Raver 2, Suru 2, Tamina 2, John Cena 2, someone that has yet to debut that I've been told apparently is alongside that of Katie and Narumi, and another person that will be coming up tonight with I already said the other person's name, doggone it. But this individual with 1, Rhea Ripley with 1, and a unknown individual 2. Nevertheless, no points will be on the line since both competitors are a part of Team Sakura. Again, for those that wonder how this works, you lose a match to someone that's not on your team, someone that's on Team Mike Kyoto, you lose your life. You win a championship, you gain a life. You lose your life, so you're out until they're stuck on this whole shit either ends, or you just count it as someone that's null and void. Winners get themselves title opportunities and other placement opportunities, whether it be in the Elimination Chamber, Royal Rumble, or even at WrestleMania. But alas, enough of me yapping, excuse me. Time for the War of the Titans tournament to see who gets themselves, speaking of WrestleMania opportunities, one step closer to a potential date at WrestleMania 3. You know what? As much of a little shit as you can be, I'm digging the Wolfpack colors. I'm digging it. Introducing first, making her way to the ring, this month she will be representing Team Sakura. And as for her proper fashion representing the attire, she is none other than little Sushi! Suru with a whole lot on her shoulders. Quite frankly, as you might not have heard over on GCA, she has been announced to be one of WKW's representatives for the ONC tournament this year. But along with that, she also intends on making sure she doesn't fall out of this tournament. And to top it all off, she has plans to make it through the War of the Titans tournament. Wait, let me see. Can I get these fonts to work? And our opponent, also for this month, representing that of Team Sakura. But for his main faction, he is representing the Sons of Ryu, Dominic Turturdanov. Also, pop dog on it. Why does this do this? Pain. Big pain. To the loving crowd, this is not MXC. Weird, because whenever I decide to tap this, like so, it decides to then just vanish, which is a pain. Speaking of a pain, good lord, you need to lock in, Tsuyu. There you go. Off the ropes. Didn't think you were going to land that one, did you? Surprised you thought that was a good idea. Jesus. Ropes, crossbody. See, that is the key to landing a aerial assault, is making sure you are within the same country, same area code as your opponent. Otherwise, you are looking like an absolute clown. Mink. This font is a bit difficult to see, so let me see if I can choose a different one. Roundhouse kick, down it goes. Okay, you might want to stop diving Suru into the cover. One, kick out. That being said, not only does she have to deal with that of 3 major things ongoing, she also is still feeling a potential loss at the hands of Mr. Noah here if she doesn't lock in. Speaking of Suru and losing, still not over her loss against that of Farrell. Of this previous pay-per-view says that things are not over between the two until she gets herself a win over him, or at the very least gets to spill that absolute behemoth's blood. At the same time, if I'm Suru, you gotta start questioning when does it feel like you're fighting a man, and when does it feel like you're watching a human blue nuclear bomb? Don't want to be the coughing baby in that situation. Nevertheless. Oh, careful! You are a guy, and I don't think you fancy having your man bits dividing. That, most certainly, is in your future if you try and fail some shit like that again. You're about to find your... Not even just tearing your balls. You are about to go ahead, fuck yourself over, and bring penis to your anus. No, I'm not sorry I said that. Good lord. Mink. See, if you didn't do some goofy ass maneuvers like you would, you probably would be throwing hands at the moment with Sue instead of getting your ass. Why am I looking at a solar flare? That font's musty. Eee. Good lord, speaking of musty, you are not looking good. Dragon Sleeper, nighty night. Nighty night. Nighty night, yep. I can't lie, that Dragon Sleeper is terrifying. Here's your winner, Little Tsuruichi. Once again, walking out victorious, luckily for her, quite frankly needing a W after her defeat against that of RL. She'll be moving on in this tournament. Big congrats to her. That being said, let me go ahead and continue to try and dust this up as Suru continues on celebrating here. Maybe this could be the beginning of a massive wave of momentum that she needs to carry herself through this tournament. Or maybe this is just a fluke. We will have to wait and see. That being said, you don't have to keep ore farming. Calm down. I know you lost to Farrell, but again. Okay, thank you. She's finally leaving the ring. Alright. Nevertheless, let's get on to our next match here. Because the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Hardcore Championship. And somebody's losing points here, because this isn't friendly fire. Jokester looking for a little bit of revenge, following him being screwed over by that of Abaddon and those that follow him. Oh god, well, never mind. Abaddon beating down that of Jokester. And I feel weary about asking for that of security if we have any on... Oh god, not the referee. If we have any on hand. How you fucking doing? All things considered, it does feel like we are genuinely under a bit of a coup here, at the mercy of Abaddon. That being said, hey, you didn't think you were going to get... Hold on. Get closer. You didn't think that you were going to make this easy, did you? Let me get some water real quick. You didn't think... Cool, we take care of Jokester, remove him from the match. Then Trigger Williams just gets an easy bye, an easy victory. Seems like someone wasn't paying attention to the fact that I said this was a triple threat, or at least was going to be. So you decided to be a pain in the ass and remove one of our competitors here. But would it be something if I told you that, yeah, again, it was supposed to be a triple threat match. There is still someone that man has to face, and that man will not be... That man will not be on Team Micw, someone I saw on Team Sakura Ryu. Because, ladies and gentlemen, introducing first the challenger. He is making his return to MCW for the first time since Season 1. And man, that has a history with that Hardcore Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, making his return, he is Fiend! Good lord, my throat. Fiend the Machine for the first time since Season 1. One of the main people whose name was linked to that of the Hardcore Championship, making his return, and very fittingly in a match for that title. Last time we saw Veem was way back during WKW WrestleMania 1, as he took on the homie Lemon Boy, as well as yours truly, Big Doge, in a triple threat for the Hardcore and Femboy titles, which will be won by that of the aforementioned Lemon Boy. Veem, for the first time in a year and a half, makes his appearance here in MCW and has his eyes set on the very title that we last saw him fighting for. Come on out, Tricky. You gotta defend it. And his opponent, making his way to the ring, he is representing Team Micw for the month, but overall representing the Thy Kingdom Come. He is the current reigning, defending, undisputed Hardcore Champion, Trick Williams. Best of luck to both competitors here. As I continue to... There we go. Perfect fit. Hopefully it's eligible enough for y'all. It might be way too tiny. In which case, I apologize. But that is the points for all on Team Sakura. Let me get the points for all on Team Mcw. But once again, the following contest is now scheduled for one fall. And it is for the Hardcore Championship. Introducing first the challenger, making his return to MCW for the first time in over a year and a half. He is Vane! And his opponent, representing Night Kingdom Come, he is the reigning, defending, undisputed Hardcore Champion, Trick Williams! Trick Williams, fresh off of winning that title, could he be very well looking at the end of his reign already? Or is Veen looking for a very humiliating return? Off. Already Trick Williams looking to deliver a bit of a beating here. Knee to the head. Make the midsection. Go for the roll up. One. And none. One. Kicked out. Good Lord, OBS. Alright, so if I ding this up, yep, I had a feeling you would do that. Doggone OBS. Nevertheless, Trick Williams getting a knee to the midsection by Veen. Veen has him up. Clubbing blow. Veen tell him to stand up. Go for the splash. Mink. Give it a pace. Good Lord. Veen trying to stay locked in to remind us all just who he is. One of the first ever hardcore champions. Drop down under. Leapfrog over. Strike to the dome. Again, ignore what's on the screen. Right now, I'm trying to fill this out. That being said, Trick Williams, if memory serves me correctly, at this state, for those that don't know, Trick Williams is on. Let me move this off the screen while I'm editing this. Trick Williams is on Team Mcw. As quite frankly, while Veen has himself a grand total of just 1 point, so if he loses this match, hey, what a horrible return. You're already getting clapped immediately. But if he can win this return, then quite frankly, he gets himself 2 points while Trick Williams goes from 3 down to 2. And it looks like Veen trying to bring that dream into a reality here. Follow the machine into the cover. 2. Oh my God, I thought he was about to do it. I thought he was about to do it. Don't think Veen would agree with that, crowd. Life Forever chance breaking out here. Again, ignore that wall of text that just flash banged y'all. Let me minimize this down a decent bit so it can be up here at the top. Trick Williams looking to deliver a little bit more punishment to the returning Veen as he goes into the cover. 1, 2, nope, not even a 2 count. However, that might be getting ready to change to a 3, unfortunately, if Veen is not able to survive this. Down goes Veen, the Machine in trouble. Cover. 2, kicked out. Veen still alive. Sweeping the legs. Now Veen telling it, Trick Williams to get up. Then we try and minimize this. Strikes in the midsection. Going out the way. Sweeping the legs. Got Trick down. Got Trick Willie looking mad silly. Move. Didn't quite go quite the way Veen was hoping it would. Why does this look like the list got split? Very odd. Alright. Mink. Veen, you might wanna wake back up. Cover. 2. Still alive. But for how much longer? Get out the way. Being setting him up, going for a power bomb into the middle of the ring. Strikes the midsection. Has him up. Jesus, trying to absolutely decimate Trick Williams here. Cover. 2, kicked out. Waiting for him to get back to his feet. Looking to end things here at the full of the Machine. Cover. 1, 2. We have a new hardcore champion. Here's your winner and the new hardcore champion, Veen. That being said, I need to, I'll make this announcement now. I will have a new hardcore championship design for the next time we have an MCW stream. That being said, massive congrats to Veen. His last match he had in this company, he was the hardcore champion, and we lose that title to that of the individual that would fuse the hardcore and femboy championships into one, that of being Lemon Boy. However, Veen making his return and immediately picking up right from where he left off of. That being said, back to the War of the Titans. And once again, I believe both competitors are the same team. So, they don't have to worry about being eliminated or losing points here. That being said, let's introduce our competitors here for this section of the tournament. Introducing first. Making her way to the ring, representing Team Sakura for this month, but as usual, representing the Spiteful 5, Rachel Anogali. Rachel looking to try and build up some momentum for herself here, as she does intend. She told me that the Spiteful 5 will go ahead and run rampant. Why is this being weird? Well, let me see something. Hopefully that work out this crumbling. That being said, and her opponent making her MCW debut. She is a woman that goes by the name of Tamina Sutamina. Tamina Sutamina, for those that recall, that of Jackie Ryu from last season. This is his younger sister-in-law, technically speaking. Not even technically. The sister-in-law of the Rosie Sakura Ryu. she and the yet to debut members of what I've been told, the Death Twins, Katie and Maroni Ryu, alongside this woman here and a few other individuals, are part of a faction by the name of Death by Bounty. This woman being the leader of said faction. That being said, just throwing me, she has the same Ishii markings as Kete. Been told she is apparently a part of that same family, although their relationship is not quite full-heartedly known, nor disclosed. At least not by that of our talents here. Nevertheless, Tamina looking to deliver one hell of an impressive debut here. She takes on Rachel as a part of the Titan tournament. And while neither person will be losing points for the Team Sakura versus Team Micw war, somebody is going to be losing this tournament. And right at jump at that. Take out one. Roll. Damn it, OBS. Oh Lord. Heading on top. Letting her wear out a bit. Mink. Flipping the hands and now showing off here. That's the power of Rachel. What was that? Good Lord. That's the power of Rachel. Nevertheless, Rachel sitting here, letting her own power be known to that of Tamina. Counter. Both of them with a lot to prove here tonight. Mink. Tamina a little bit of trouble. We're going to get her way out of it here. We're going to make sure that we know her doggone name here by the end of tonight. Tamina Sutamina. Now getting her midsection worn down and out here by that Rachel. Double strikes to the midsection. Counter. To the corner we go. So set up. Looking for a devastating Alabama slam. Going into the cover. Kicked out. She's still alive. Heading up top. Going for a splash. Trying to flatten this woman's hopes and dreams of winning anything here tonight. That might be GG's. Riptide. Going into the cover. Thanks for coming. Nope, still alive. Alright. Alright. Alive for how much longer though? I don't know. Oh God. Both women are representing that of Team Sakura. So again, neither will be losing a point here. Roll through. Jesus, busting Rachel open. So set up, suplex. Suplex number 2. Going for the 3P. And now going into the cover. 1, 2, kicked out. We also dock point for Trick Williams since he lost. Rachel needs to lock in here. Might be in a little bit of a danger zone. Good Lord, I've been told that quite frankly, while Mendo, the cousin of Miss Tamina here, has one hell of a powerful submission in form of the Kira Food or the Kokiina clutch, both with some devastating arms. This woman here has devastating hands, can grip anything right out of existence. Surprised Rachel was able to withstand that pressure, that force. And this young star here with a massive power slam. Coming up top. Back in the ring we go. Gotta go for a strike, got countered. Drop kick, down you go. Lord. She'll fool on herself here. Mink. Camille looking to get some momentum back on her side. Trying to figure out what else to do. Good Lord Almighty, push. Going into the covers at the end here. And one impressive debut has been put into the books. Good Lord, 2K is Tamina. Here's your winner. Moving on to round 2. Tamina. Tamina. Impressive debut for this young woman here in MCW. That being said, I am very fearful for that of what's happening later tonight with that of her allies or friends. In the form of more fucking reused intent on running this place roughshod. What a terrifying family. But we'll get to that later, because ladies and gentlemen, it's time to figure out who will be the number one contenders for Halo 2 Hell's Tag Team Championships. Introducing first, making his way to the ring, representing that of Team Mcw for the month. And not only that, but also representing Thy Kingdom Come. Here's the new reigning defending undisputed WKW champion of the world, Broly. Broly, I'm not quite fond of his attitude, deciding to throw shots at me, stating that, quite frankly, he is glad to be under the tutelage of someone else that just truly aid him. I don't know what he means by that. I was a phenomenal teacher. Nevertheless, Broly has allied himself with that of Abaddon and has already paid off well. First time we saw the two have a bit of a brush up was with that of the followers of Abaddon targeting Broly and that of the former champion Big Mac. However, it turns out Broly wasn't exactly in danger at that point in time. I don't know, maybe it wasn't. That was some sort of weird, twisted sort of initiation. For last ditching the old tranquil Akari theme song he had for over 2 years here at WKW and MCW alike. You know what, I'd say this music is a bit more fitting. Not exactly not too thrilled to see this man here. It is weird to hear this man getting booed because he's been one of the crowd's favorite, even when he was teamed with me. Actually, that's a semi-lie. There are some people that booed him when he was teaming with me. Let me go ahead and fix Team Soccer, because Mean with his return got a point. Also, no, you don't have to worry about hearing Doggone in the thick of it. I don't know why you're still wearing the Abaddon fit. But okay. And his tag team partner. Also, both representing Team Sakura, not Team Sakura, Team Mcw for the month, as well as representing Thy Kingdom Come. He is the Nightmare. KSI! Both men allied with that of Abaddon. First time we saw KSI, if memory serves me correctly, was when he was aiding, or at least accompanying, that of Pentagon El Cielo Miedo. When Penta took on Jokester for the hardcore title back at SummerSlam. Not quite certain as to what has led to this man stepping alongside out of Broly here, other than, well, actually I say that as if this man, one, isn't working with Abaddon as well as Broly, but also this man's a Dragon Ball mark as well. So let me shut up. This man intent on winning. Pyro, y'all are hella off. This man intent. Please don't assault our cameraman. Please don't. Good lord. Well, as our cameraman scrapes himself off of the ground, JJ and Broly ready to go here. And their opponents. First, I never can relightfully recall where y'all were from. Oh, Garu! Let me pull up where is Elfroom from. Japan is not specific. Where? Where in Japan? Where? I can't find nowhere. I can't find a billing for these two men. Best tag team partner also making his debut in MCW. GG! Might be GG's. Good lord, I really can't find either y'all two's billing. Where are y'all from? I know Japan, but Japan where? That being said, GG might be saying GG's if he is not able to walk out victorious here. There you go. How to fix some of those up there. Well, they might be down a member and dealing with another member struggling to deal with the fallout. No, can we get a bit of a slight cheer? Hold up, let me do this real quick. They need this badly. They need this badly. And their opponents next up, representing the Sons of Ryu. Good lord, cameraman, maybe KSI shoving you down did more damage than I could have realized. Making their way to the ring, they're the team of Nash Richards and Dominic Dragunov. What is? Oh, good lord. Well, the Z team has arrived. Oh, lord. Well, Mecha Man and Punch Up. God, I did not realize this game was that tranquil with their doggone music. Also, good lord, what a bizarre duo to toss in here. And we're off. Oh god, and we are already seeing a lot of chaos. Well, quite frankly, again, due to that of there being multiple people on multiple teams, somebody's losing points, and somebody might be getting eliminated. Going for the cover. Oh, counter the roll up. Cover. Lord, a whole bunch of chaos. Lord, woo! Up on those shoulders. Out on the shoulders, over the shoulders. Going for the cover. Oh, your boy's distracted. Up, well, please don't throw a punch up. Isn't he hard to... Never mind. Headbutt to Okarun. What a mismatch this is. Okarun throwing hands of Broly. Up, of course, KSI comes in. Thank God, this is nothing but a bunch of people. Tight quarters busted open. I think that was KSI that was busted open. Take out elimination rules to apply. Okarun now busted open. Let me see. Okarun, you're on Team Soccer, correct? Yes, at one point. God. So if Okarun and Gigi don't win this here, they are they are automatically eliminated from this tournament. Not even for this tournament. They are automatically eliminated, correction, from that of the Civil War. Both only with 1 point apiece. These to the dome. Dom in danger too. How much points does Dominic have? I'm actually afraid to look. Road slam. How many points? Cover. Very afraid. Where's okay? Oh God, Dom has 1 point as well. How much does Nash? Nash has 1 point. This could be devastating for Team Sakura if these. God, this is gonna be devastating for Team Sakura in general. Cover. 1, 2. Ooh. Whole lot more to lose for Team Sakura than if they win. That being said, I'll leave a bit of a caveat. Oh God, well, GG's in trouble. Down goes Okurun. Are we about to have an elimination before I can even say the thing? Yep, count it, kick out. GG and Okurun, or more so just Okurun wins. Or the Sons of Ryu wins. Today, none of them lose a point because it's Sakura's side of things that wins. That being said, if they lose, they are both out. And by both, I mean both teams. 4 people, 1 match, eliminated for the doggone month. Good Lord, how are you able to lift him like that? Your face is blocked by his arm. Yeah. Punch up. Getting punched up by Broly. Or more so elbowed. Up in the shoulders. Counter. Strike to the dome. Suplex! Go for the ripcord. Let it. Oh God, he is carrying this match now. Broly and KSI both in trouble at the hands of Punch Up. And Punch Up looking down. And we're still looking up at the lights, I should say. Cover. 2. Saved by Mecha Man. Complete no sell. Doggone KSI. That's super. Up, somebody else busted up now. Powerbomb. Well, that can go for some reason as Dominic takes out and 1 elimination so far. Powerbomb. Weakness of that drop kick going to the cover. 1-0. Clubbing low. Okurun, counter for counter. And knocked out. Same maneuver used to help Abaddon defeat Riku. That vicious right punch only to get ground and pounded by Dominic here. After the leg, clothesline down goes JJ. Cover. Inside trouble. Come on, no, come on, okay, so he's right there, he's the and Broly kicked out. Oh God, power slam my Punch Up! Good Lord, what is this? A rope assisted Alabama slam! Unfortunately, Punch Up is all by himself, Mecha Man. Back to the retirement home you go. Good Lord. End of days of sorts to Dom. Kicked out. Pop-up Spirit Bomb. Or Bully Bomb, I suppose. 2, 3. Sons of Ryu are back down to 1. Punch Up has been punched out. Broly down, Broly down, Broly down, Broly down! Dom was also being pinned simultaneously. We could have seen 2 eliminations, 1 team fully gone. That being said, currently down. So I have one member of each team. Wait, no, correction. No, it's one member of Sons of Ryu, one member of the Dandadan duo, and two members of Thy Kingdom Come. Knee to the jaw. Down goes KSI. Okaroon has him up with the shoulders. Knee to the face, and Tom head in the trash can, busted open. Unfortunately, Okaroon, this might backfire. This might horrifically backfire on you. Yeah, if Okaroon loses, then quite frankly, same thing for that of on poor doggone. If Okaroon loses, then damn Team Sakura, y'all losing 4 people just like that. Jesus. Good lord. Okaroon by himself here. At this point, these two are just swimming with these men. Up, nope, Okaroon back up. Record knee. Superman punch. It's a leg. Okaroon waiting for Broly to get back up. Get back in, setting him off the ropes. Spear of sorts. Can he pull this off? Cover. 2. Kicked out still. To the head. KSI down. Share across the leg. Now going after Broly. Okaroon by himself. Looking to take out Broly. Cover. 2. Ref taking his sweet time, but it's still enough. And suck it, Power Scalers. Okaroon beats Broly. You want to talk shit about me and the fact that I, quote unquote, wasn't as good of a teacher as Abaddon? Suck it, Broly. Look at you now. Okay, it's nice about to eliminate Okaroon. Okaroon, fight back. Fight back, Okaroon. Okaroon. Okaroon, get up! Dang it. Well, major effort that of Sakura side of things, cause just like that, GG gone. Just like that, Okaroon, Nash, gone. Yawn. And Dom, 2 losses tonight. Good lord. Also, gone. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Y'all played our music a little too soon. I'm being told something's going on backstage. Let's get to it.
No damage, Scarlet? Seems some folks are getting a bit too ahead of themselves.
I'm used to it at this point, but thank you.
Don't worry about it. You're practically one of my girls now. I'm not going to stand idly by while one of you gets hurt.
See? You aren't doing all of this out of pity, are you?
When have I been the pitying type, Nakamura?
Just checking.
Have a little faith in me, Scar. I'm not the type to get your hopes up just to kick you down. I know I don't play fair in the ring sometimes, but this isn't me trying to kick you or anything.
You know, I'm beginning to see what people mean about Ryu's.
People talk about us?
It's nothing. I guess I don't have much to lose, so... Next week, let's start making our way through that tag team tournament.
There we
couldn't
go.
even get to announce it,
There's
dang it.
that spark. Oh my god, I'm turning into my old man. Fuck.
Precisely what I was talking about.
Oh, start moving before he comes out of the shadows and tries giving us both a pep talk.
Dang it, I was supposed to be the one to announce that. Well, quite frankly, the Roses got themselves a championship match. Not quite sure the duo, but it seemed like Sakura was going to be one of them. Is it going to be? Interesting. That being said, we are going to be having that if a best team in the world tournament. Best in the world tournament. We usually have the King of the Ring, we have the Queen of the Ring, we have the War of the Titans. We never did something for the teams, though. So it seems like we got ourselves our first team inserted into that match. Or into that tournament, excuse me. That being said again, I was supposed to be the one to announce it. Dang it, Scarlet. That being said, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. It's for the MCW Tag Team Championships of the World. Introducing first, making her way to the ring, representing the Rose Gallery and the team captain for Team Sakura for the WKW and MCW Civil War. She is the Rosie Sakura Ryu! That being said, it seems like Sakura, for the first time ever, stepping in for potential tag team gold. Former multi-time MCW as well as our sister company WKW Tag Team Champion. The question is, will she be able to make history here and win her first non-singles champion? Question is, will her tag partner be Mercy? Will it be Mendo? Will it be Reva? Modaka Mato, Kata Jose? Or will it be maybe even the bloody Red Reaper? We're about to find out. Also could be the potential for Sakura to get herself an additional point. We just saw that of 4 individuals on her side get eliminated in one false swoop, down 3 points in the early runnings of this team warfare. Okay, it is Scarlet. It is. There she is. And her tag team partner make her way to the ring. She is the Interstar Hybrid Champion, representing for this month that of Team Sakura. But along with that, the leader of Viva La Nakamura. She is the Red Reaper, Scarlet Nakamura. It is very, very bizarre to think these two looking for tag team gold. Scarlet, however, unlike that of Sakura, has a history in MCW as tag team champion, as it was 1 year ago. She, as well as Buster Wu, would hold the MCW Tag Team Championships together. That being said, Scarlet attempting to win her second ever set of Tag Team Gold, or second ever reign for Tag Team Gold. They face have unfamiliar competition here. And their opponents making their way to the ring. They are the team representing the Spiteful Five of Ikari and Murasaki, the Hearted Cranios. That being said, this could be a net positive because both Ikari and Murasaki are a part of Sakura's team. However, there's one little last exploit I didn't mention. While if you are in a match where everybody is on your team, whether it be everybody that's on Team Sakura fighting each other, or everybody that's on Team My Hyoda that's fighting everybody, or fighting each other. Little side note, yeah, don't lose a point if you fight someone in your own squad, but you do win a point if you win a championship. So let's get this underway here. This could be a potential big victory for that of Sakura, and a bitter loss if the Spitefuls aren't able to manage their way through this upcoming storm here. Both women on the opposing side of the, well, I believe they're, oh god, well, maybe this won't be an issue. Cover. Both women standing on the opposite side of the ring, well, not really at the moment, of Star Nakamura, have had a tiny bit of a history with her. What was that, 2K? I have no idea what I saw. Looks like the most scuffed elbow drop ever. No wonder why it missed. That being said, Murasaki, I believe she was the second opponent for Scarlett Nakamura this season. Back when Scarlett was the WKW Women's World Champion, having her open challenges. Murasaki, shouted in front of Scarlett's, decided to answer that open challenge here, or over on WKW, I should say. Ikari would be one of the final individuals to take on the Red Reaper back when Scarlett was the world champion. That being said, the battle of the socks. Murasaki versus Saki. Saki, Murasaki. And Ikari with a strike to the back. Tornado DDT. A little bit of a fun fact. This is a bit of a bizarre match here. If you are one for Rose Plant. Why are we in heaven? Cover. Breaking it up. A little bit of a fun fact roll. Oh, there's a sonic balling, but without actually letting the pin go through. And right there, Scarlett to break it up. But a little bit of a fun fact. Quite frankly, the Sakura Ryu does have herself a younger blood brother. Blood brother? A younger brother, correction. Named Azul Ryu, or Azul Cranial. Rewind. She has a younger brother by the name of Azul the Heart Cranio, or Azul Heart Cranio. Cranio Heart? Heart Cranio, either way you want to put it. As he was adopted by that of Murasaki and Ikari. So a little bit of a family feud taking on technically your mother's, technically not, but technically, depending on how you want to see it, I suppose. That being said, getting punished here. Start up top. Cycler go. Scarlett trying to fight back here as the tag titles are on the line. Mink. Ace. Both of these women here, cover, in the form of Sakura and Scarlett, have made their own fair share of history. Whether it be against each other or with one another. Both now have their sights set down with Scarlett. God, ow. Try to stop her, was a little too late. That's how you land An elbow drop spear. Unfortunately, debuting as a tag team here might be the end of y'all as a tag team. Good Lord, Scarlett and Sakura not looking good at all. Both struggling. Being told to just bring it. But Kari just get hit with an atomic drop. Set off the ropes. Got to go for a bit of a boot to the midsection, it looked like. Maybe even a standard big boot. Good Lord. The battle of the pair of socks being cut off by Kari with a leg sweep before Scarlett steps right back in. Elbow, or not elbow, knee. Different part of the body goes to the back of the dome. Chair being brought out. Chair being brought out just to get knocked out of Scarlett's hands. Drop kick. Super kick! Landing square on the chair, and just like that, I believe they're dubbing themselves the Bloody Roses are on top of their game now. Getting momentum back in their favor. Careful, don't friendly fire you twice in a row. You almost, okay, good Lord, maybe I should shut up because now y'all starting to land a couple of friendly fire shots onto each other. Air top. Back handle. Busting Sakura open. Tried to go for the chair shot. Kari ignored it. Not that time. Clubbing strike of the chair. Kari running out the way. Or rolling out the way. I can't English. English is really, really hard. Knee to the jaw. Oh God! 2 for 1 special from the Spiteful Lovebirds, nearly taking care of Sakura. Super kick to Scarlett. Cover once again. 1, 2. Ooh. Kick out of 2. Kick out of 2. Not quite enough. Jesus. Chair shot, down goes Sakura again. Murasaki warping that chair over warping that chair over Scarlett's body. Elbow. Guitar getting knocked out for hands with a spinning back elbow. Sakura rushing to get in the ring. And this is y'all two might be one of the most well-known singles competitors, but y'all step into the tag team warfare. Scarlett might have some history, just managed to Samoa Joe her way out of that dive. Dubbed Scarlett. Unfortunately for y'all ain't going to have an easy time with these two women here. Shot it too far. And by too far, I mean Doug on it 2K. What is y'all doing? That should have hit. Good Lord, a little disrespect here. Telling Sakura to get up. Murasaki potentially look at this being at the end of this match here, breaking the tar over Sakura's head. Elbow. Out the way. Spear levels Scarlett once more. Get out the way. Kick to the legs. Oh God, getting jumped. Sakura getting jumped here. Stairs being introduced. Thrown right onto Sakura's body. Good Lord. Like Scarlett's potentially looking to try and levitate somebody using their blood. Did nothing for her. There goes Sakura again. Scarlett and Sakura not exactly seemingly as prepared for this as they thought they were. Maybe I was wrong. Busting open Hikari. Oh, God. There's Mura. Looked like she was about to go for a super kick for roll up. One. Oh, God. Kick out at one. Tried it third time. Just to get that hit with the BFT. Those plates. Still not enough. Elbow. Working the leg. Chair being introduced by Scarlett. Ikari laid out on the ladder wires to move out the way and make sure you suffer a little less damage. Guitar introduced. Axe handle landing right on the guitar. And the day the music died for poor Mura. If she's not able to get back into this match, that could be GG's to her and that title. Crossbody, down goes Mura. Sakari throwing herself here out the way. Now it's Sakari's turn, being outmatched, outnumbered. One-winged angel going into the cover. Can history be made here? Yes, it will! From opponents in the main event of this year's WrestleMania. From opponents to the main event of SummerSlam. Now, for the first time ever, your undisputed tag team champions. Here are your winners. And new MCW tag team champions. The Rosie Sakuryu. Blood Reaper, Sword Nakamura, the Bloody Roses! Good lord, I'm feeling a little lightheaded here. Massive congratulations, Sakura's first ever tag team championship victory! Scarlett's second time being MCW Tag Team Champion as well. First time in her professional wrestling career, or at the very least since she debuted in WKW, being a double champion, holding GCA, specifically that of NWOW's Hybrid Championship, and now MCW's Tag Team Championship. Massive congrats to her. With that being said, time for some more history to be made as we got some debuts here. Following contest is to see who's going to be inserted into the Intergender Tag Team Championship match at WKW and MCW's Survivor Series. Introducing first, making her way to the ring, Jolene Cujo. Jolene has been around here since out of season 2, maybe a little bit of season 1, I just don't remember. However, has not managed to score herself much gold at all. Could this be changing though? You know what, that makes sense. That makes sense. That being said, once again, both teams are on opposing sides tonight. So either Jolene gets eliminated, or they knock off some points from that of the tag team that's about to debut next. And her tag team partner making his way to the ring, Jotaro Kujo. I believe this is his first time making an appearance during Season 3. He has appeared during Season, I think, 1 and maybe 2. That being said, can the Cujos pick up a victory and advance to the next round? Those that win the quote-unquote next round get themselves inserted into the Intergender Tag Team Championship match. Also decided to change my mind and say screw that, they auto get in. And their opponents, making their MCW debut, they are the team of Katie and Narumi Ryu, the Death Twins. The Death Twins here, younger siblings to that of Sakura Ryu, looking to continue on the doggone name of Ryu's app. What are you doing? Looking to, this is where I can't even English now. Looking to continue on the madness that is the Ryu family in MCW. Jackson Ryu, a little under a month ago, having lost the MCW Championship, having held it for over a year. Rosie Sakura Ryu, a woman known for holding the world title of any company she goes to for a terrifyingly long amount of time. Now becoming tag team champions for the first time in her career here in MCW. Now we see the debut of two more Ryus, and quite frankly, y'all have a whole lot to prove. Hey, your friend, speaking of people that made their debuts tonight, Miss Tamina, quite frankly, showed she was indeed Mina. Y'all have a whole lot of pressure on your shoulders as a Panama City Sunrise. I haven't heard that move being referred to that in a long time. You all have a lot, and I mean a lot, on your shoulders here. That Ryu name, that code of violence, that code of making sure you got yourself some gold on your waist. If you was a Ryu, you was making people hear that ambulance go Ryu. That's horrible, Doge. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be the case at the moment. Completely missed. Not being told, young man there by the name of Katie or Kaida. Cade, I don't know. The most, or one of the more chill members of his family. Meanwhile, his twin sister, Narumi, very much so on the opposite side of that spectrum, being arguably, from what I've been told, the most violent Ryu. If you compare her to Jackson, to Sakura, and to her twin brother, she is arguably the most dangerous. That being said, DDT, will that danger be absolutely shown in full display here tonight? It looks like it is. Jolene getting in. Up, completely missed, completely missed. What are you doing? Could have broken that up a lot sooner. Mink. Chop. Mink. Strikes the dome. Now walking Jotaro into the corner. Turn around. Mink yet again. Going for a DD. Nope, no DDT. Post strikes in the session. Disaster kick across the neck. God. Mink. Blow across the shoulder blades, going to the cover. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. That was fast. That was terrifyingly fast. Oh, here are your winners. The team of Katie and Narumi Ryu, the Death Twins. Well, everybody that's made a return or a debut tonight has absolute laid waste. Good Lord, W Ryus. A W night for the Ryus. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, you already know what time it is. Hold on. Y'all know what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is a no disqualification match, and it is for before I even say what it's for, y'all already know what it is, but I keep saying that. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it is. Main event time. Main event time. My brain cells are on E. I should probably add a bell sound effect like other people do. Nevertheless, the following contest is the main event, and it is scheduled for one fall, and it is a disqualification match for the MCW Women's World Championship. Introducing first, make your way to the ring, representing the Rose Gallery, Thunder God, Fix this up a little bit. And her opponent. She is the current reigning, the defending, the undisputed MCW Women's World Champion, representing GCA, Kitty Robin. Go ahead, do your thing real quick to make sure that someone names fit in this doggone thing. A little bit more neatly at that. Nevertheless, Kitty Robin managing to regain her championship over on the GCA pay-per-view Halloween Town. First time in the history of MCW that a title changed hands outside of MCW. Question is will the reign that began with a history-making moment come to a close here as a Miss Thunder God, Spark Raver, having endured a lot of headaches, a lot of issues, a lot of troubles. Earlier this year, it was that of Minty Ushi. Then it became that of the Rose Gallery, the cautionary tale constantly getting in her way. For when it came to that of trying to to go ahead and win herself her first ever. Oh God, you did the exact same thing as Dom. Be lucky you do not have the equipment to destroy. Roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Kick out. Come in, grabs. Irish whip, set into the ropes. Spine buster! Kitty Robin filled herself here. Telling Raven to get up, shot, mink, and suplex. Is she gonna land on the chair? Right onto the chair! Not even on the flat of it, good lord. Completely missing with that. Mink. Up top. Elbows across the dome. Going to the cover. One. And none. Mink. Cover once again. Kicked out immediately. Irish whip off the ropes. Drop down under. Big boot missing her, going over her head. Mink. Oh God. Well, here comes Susie. Susie, eyes locked on. Who is it going to be? Reva, not intent and letting her go ahead and interfere. Susie having issues with both women. How did you not crack your skull on that doggone, the doggone post there? Up candlestick. Meanwhile, backstage, this Money in the Bank keeping an eye on things here while Sakura pacing back and forth here as well. Raven not fancying anybody interfering in her match, not even those that are on her side. A cautionary knee. Cover. 2. Kicked out. Having said, Susie, I don't know if you realize that the girls are right there. They are waiting for you up. Your board completely missing at that. Mate. Good lord. Busting Reva open. But right there. Could even get backstage. Melissa Ewing getting a little bit of her own revenge here. Trying to wear out. Ooh, trying to wear out Susie. Delivering quite a beat down here on her. Good lord. No mercy will be shown. No quarter given. Good lord. You know, back in the ring, Reva feeling decently dazed. Getting back to her feet as Kitty Robin nope, completely misses the crossbody. I was about to try and give you some. Alright. Up, going for a sidewalk slam. Mate. Irish whip. Setting over the ropes, but Kitty Robin catches herself just for Reva to deliver just a little bit more punishment. Going for a big back body drop. Now going under the ropes, or not under the ropes, under the ring. Round of 2. Chair being introduced. Trying to break that chair over the back. Round of 3. Good lord, spine buster. Count of 4. To the ring. Mink. Tried to go for a stunner. Got countered. Clothesline. Completely missed. Into the cover. 2. Kicked out. Reva feeling a little bit irritated here. Standing up top. Going for a big splash. Lord. Going for a submission here. Miss. Nope. Kitty T, Kitty T, Kitty T! Cover. 2. Kicked out. By forever chance breaking out here. Good Robin pulling out the kendo stick. I just realized I haven't done this entire stream. Oh god, here comes Axel Yuri. Perfect, almost perfect timing. Axel Yuri now, just like Susie before her, trying to interfere in this match. This time, focused on taking care of Kitty Robin. Susie looked like she was intent on doing the same before being cut off by that of Reva. Decided to focus her rage onto her instead. Suplex. But right there is Miss Yuri. Drop kick. A kendo stick. Strike over the knee. Lord, both women laid out here. Meanwhile, on the ramp, back to Yuri, getting cut off by that of the new tag team champion. Seems like Miss Sally went after the WKW variant of the tag champs. Try to go ahead and make her presence known as well. Looked like these women were trying to go ahead and run. Let me not say that. Let me not say that. Canceling what I was saying. Anyways, quite frankly, being stopped up by the new champs here. Completely missed. Absolute chaos breaking out tonight. Oh God, I was about to say, where is my security? Or where is Mcu's security? Getting attacked, jump backstage. Trying to ensure that nobody really is able to stop whatever chaos they have in store here tonight. Good Lord. Strike to the jaw. MCW security staff. Y'all have never mind. I was about to say y'all have WKW staff. So where are they? J&K also being outnumbered here by those that follow Abaddon, including Kuma, it appears. Although it doesn't seem like they're exactly being full-heartedly overpowered, but damn sure being matched. I might be eating my words. I am eating my words. I am eating my words. They're being overpowered. Oh, God. Fight back, please. Oh. You absolute asshole. You piece of Somebody please find Rabbit on his. Somebody please find Rabbit on his. A crap. Well, nope. Never mind. Getting yourself out of it. Clothesline misses it. Monkey flip. Lord. Tie up here. Mink. Counter. Roll up. 1, 2. Kicked out. Still. Tried to go for a strike to the midsection. Got countered instead. Strike to the jaw. Katie Robin fighting back. Ventures to the corner. Counter. Counter. Looking to potentially try and end things here. Katie Robin going for a mean forearm. Drop kick. Drop down under. And a double stomp. Why did that look so slow? The slowest stop I've ever seen. Going for a submission again. Trying to make Reva tap out. Unfortunately for Reva, does not tap out at all. That being said, like I said with the previous, or not the previous match, the previous title match we did have both women on Team Sakura. However, nobody's able to lose a point here due to that fact, but somebody most certainly can find themselves with an additional point. That being Reva. She becomes a new MCW Women's World Champion here, and she looks like she's full-heartedly planning on doing so. Tired of being screwed over. Tired of having people interfere in her matches, trying to wear out Katie Robin. Elbow misses. Off the ropes. Spine buster! Cover! And kicked out at 1. Knee across the head and forehead. Now going for a leg drop. Could this be the end? Can Kitty Robin retain? Nope, she's not even finishing off of that. Looking to go. Let her drop, let her drop, let her drop, let her drop. Going for the little drop. Into the cover. 1, 2, still alive. By Farrah Chance breaking out, shoving her off. Kitty Robin picking herself back up. Rava feeling alive here. Down goes Kitty Robin once more. Feeling a little bit of anguish there. And the count once again begins. Mink. Now trying to slump her out here. Time for one. Seems like she was able to clean herself up. After getting busted a bit earlier. All the while trying to make sure that she doesn't get absolutely steamrolled here. Unfortunate for her. Kitty T served up. Could be the end of this here. 1, 2, kicked out still. Kitty Robin not intent on letting things end just like that. Telling her to get up. Not letting that kick out dissuade her. Power slam. Kick to the dome. Counter. Off her ropes, going for a clothesline. Levels Rava. Elbow, not elbow, knee across the arm. Trying to wear her arm out. Hitting her with it. Good lord. Now telling her to get up one more time. Strike to the run, count. Nope. They're back and forth time. Nope, both women letting each other get a strike in. Kitty getting the best of it. Now going to end things off. Kitty T! Cover! 1, 2, 3! Here's your winner, and still the MCW Women's World Champion, Kitty Robin! They can crowd Miss Money in the Bank! Miss Money in the Bank here! Ready to potentially, not even potentially cashing it, no! Oh god. What's going on? Oh god. Hey, Mike Chioda! Lumbar check! Making sure that her sister cannot cash in that briefcase and setting her sights, trying to take out Kitty Robin as well. Making sure that she leaves a statement. Going for another lumbar check to Modaka. Destruction being left in her wake. But at the very least, if you're Kitty Robin, you are thanking God you managed. We already had the main event. If you're Kitty Robin, you are at the very least thankful that you had been effectively saved from being cashed in on. But at the same time, good lord, what sort of madness took place there? Hold on. Where are you? There you are. Yeet. Lord. That being said, very wild return after a week of a hiatus. Not a hiatus because I still streamed. But after a week, we are back in it. Quite frankly, next week, let it be known, hey, them Shields championships will be getting crowned. Although I'm going to still try and figure some things out, given the game doesn't exactly allow proper Trios Championship stuff. I'm going to have to figure out the stuff. But nevertheless, big dubs all around. A lot of debuts, a lot of people proving themselves here in their first night, or their first night back, such as with Fiend. All in all, tomorrow with WKW, let it be known, will be starting around 5 p.m. EST. Hope to see more of y'all there tomorrow. We have the Gimmick Grand Championship. More War the Titans matches, including the likes of Broly taking on Pharrell, Mac versus an unknown individual, and an unknown individual taking on Mad Mikey Mundo. VTuber No More Contendership Round 1. As Obi Sentinel taking on Shy Lily, Karai, and Baze. No More Contendership to the Mixed Tag Team. Little insertion. Just like we did with Katie, Narumi, the Death Twins, someone else could get themselves inserted into that intergender tag team or mixed tag team match between that of Star and Jarebi taking on Azul and Miss Togu Cranio. And last, speaking of Miss Togu Cranio, she will be taking on Jarebi alongside Mike Yoden on her side, and for Jarebi, she'll be teaming with that of the Red Reapers, Scarlet Nakamura. That being said, really appreciate anybody that decided to stop by and lurk. Hope to see more of y'all tomorrow. No raid. Don't think we have enough power at the moment to raid. But quite frankly, I greatly appreciate each and every single y'all. You already know how it is. You already know how it goes. And as usual, goodbye, smooch, good night, bang, see ya. Also, might do this thing here for pay-per-views as well as this week's shows. Also, yes, 5 p.m. because I don't have work tomorrow. It's so weird realizing this is the first time Scarlett's held 2 titles. And first time Sakura has been tag champion too. I almost forgot, there will be a combined WKW and MCW stream on the 6th of December since I postponed Tales of the Kingdom to the 7th. So yeah, a little heads up, WKW and MCW will be on the same day. Not this upcoming weekend, I don't think. Yeah, not this upcoming weekend, but the weekend after. So a little heads up there. Also, again, make sure to spread the word about the lore special we got coming up, because your boy is putting a lot of time, effort, money, and energy into this. And I really hope you all enjoy it when it does come out. But again, as I did say earlier, you already know what it is. And as usual, goodbye, smooch, good night, bye-bang. Congrats to all of the competitors that walked out victorious here. Managed to... Kitty Rob is the only person that kept her title tonight. big dubs for Sue, big dubs for Veen, Tamina in her debut, for that of Kitty Robin, for the Bloody Roses, and for the Death Twins. Bye. See y'all.